My name is Angelyn Seen, and I am currently in my penultimate year of a Bachelor of Laws, Bachelor of Political Science at the University of Western Australia. Thanks to the generosity of the Mannkal Economic Education Foundation, I had the pleasure of being the inaugural scholar to intern at the Friedrich Naumman Foundation for Freedom in Berlin. The Friedrich Naumman Foundation is the foundation for liberal politics in Germany. Similarly to Mannkal, the foundation aims to promote the principles of freedom in both Germany and abroad through civic education, research, and political consultation. During my 2 months with the foundation, I was fortunate enough to work in a diverse range of policy areas, from education to immigration. It was intriguing to compare the proposed changes to the Australian HECS system to the system of higher education funding in Germany, where university fees have practically been abolished. In Germany, think tanks enjoy a closer working relationship with political parties than their Australian counterparts. This unique relationship gave me an insight to the dynamics between these two independent bodies and a greater appreciation of the interpersonal, technical, and management skills necessary to achieve mutual goals. The opportunity to put these skills into practice when liaising with the regional office in Jakarta truly made every day of this internship a cross-cultural, exciting, and rewarding experience. Hearing stories from my colleagues growing up in East or West Berlin offered a personal insight to the importance of the Foundation's mission for freedom. Recounts of the difficulties of obtaining basic household items to mandatory military service were hard to reconcile with the bustling city that is now modern-day Berlin. It was remarkable to consider that merely 25 years ago, Berlin stood as a divided city. As one of 2 scholarships offered in a non-English speaking country, my time in Berlin helped me gain a greater appreciation of another culture, language, and lifestyle. Naturally, I went to visit various museums, sampled some traditional foods, and went to the Brandenburg Gate and the East Side Gallery. However, it was the little things that became personal victories. Being able to find things in the grocery store, navigating the extensive train system, ordering my first meal in German. These daily experiences became large adventures and still stand as the highlight of my trip. The success of this opportunity is attributed to the vision of Ron Manners and his dedicated team at Mannkal. I would like to extend my thanks to Paul, Rebecca, and Genevieve for this incredible experience. I would also like to thank Dr. Detmar Döring and his team at the Foundation for their warm welcome and continuous support. Thank you.
Good evening, I'm Rebecca Lawrence and I'm in my 3rd year at UWA. I study economics and Indonesian. And throughout my degree, I've been lucky enough to have opportunities to study extensively Asian culture, Asian languages, and travel throughout Southeast Asia. So after that, it was a huge shock to my system to go to Northern Europe for 3 months on a Mannkal scholarship, but it was incredibly exciting and rewarding and very interesting. I travelled to the Lithuanian Free Market Institute in Vilnius in Lithuania, and I had an awesome time. The institute is 25 years old, so it was formed just before Lithuania became an independent country in the 1990s, and it was established as an alternative voice to socialism. It aimed to pitch free market ideas to the general public in a way that sort of ordinary citizens could understand. While the Institute does work to protect social and cultural freedom, its main focus is on advocating for economic freedom. And frankly, I was amazed at the scope of the work being done by this tiny think tank in a small country on the other side of the world in the Baltic states. In 2014, the Lithuanian Free Market Institute won the Atlas Network's Templeton Freedom Award for the best think tank project in the world, with its Municipality Performance Index. And this index rates every local government in Lithuania, so there are 60 local governments. It rates all those governments based on how well they uphold principles of economic freedom and smaller government. So this provides a great incentive for governments in Lithuania to really act in an economically responsible manner because they get ranked on an index every year that is very public. I was blown away by the economic and mathematical theory behind this index. They take 60 municipalities, They rank them based on 57 indicators. They then scale and rank all those indicators, categorise the indicators into 10 categories, rank and scale every government, like performance on every category, and produce a final weighted index. And perhaps even, well, they made me translate all that theory as well so I can explain it all, but perhaps even more amazing than that is how well they do at disseminating the data that they collect. While I was at the Institute, I watched my colleagues being interviewed on every major radio and TV station announcing the results of the index, and then again on talk shows and other kinds of media to discuss the results. They also attracted significant attention on every other form of media in the country. And I'd just like to quickly share another incredibly clever thing that the Institute is doing. That is their Lithuanian tax calculator app, which is a really popular website that they have created where Lithuanian citizens can go to enter details of their income and their consumption and find out how much tax they pay in total to the government. And the Lithuanian tax system is even less transparent than ours, and unsurprisingly, citizens are astounded when they see this figure, because normally they're paying over 50% of their income in tax. And this is very effective at generating very good debate in Lithuania about fiscally sensible policies, and it's been a fantastic driver for the Lithuanian political parties to advocate for smaller taxes and to really rein in their spending. I didn't just do econometrics while I was away. I spent virtually every weekend travelling to either regional Lithuania or to other countries. I was lucky enough to visit the UK, Germany, Poland, Belgium, France, and even travel through Belarus. And I just had the time of my life. I must express my most sincere thanks to both the Lithuanian Free Market Institute and the Mannkal Economic Education Foundation for giving me this fantastic opportunity, and I will definitely continue to promote this program to other undergraduate students that I meet. So thank you very much.